Yeah, so I am in love with my mentor, and there's the teacher is always gonna be a student. A student can wear the cloak, wear the robe of teaching when people ask, but a true teacher is always, it never stops learning. Let's say, like, I'm a student of a master, I'm a student of a teacher, I learn and I learn and I learn and I learn. At some skill, whether that be drums, whether that be yoga, whether that be emotional articulation, whether that be seeking God, like, and we can all do all of those things equally, and some have more experience in it, and some can master that. Maybe I can't really speak on, like, I know everyone's connection with God is unique into them. But let's say like a skill in person, and or just being able to emotional articulation, letting go and letting us open up to God. Some people can help us with that as well. So there's masters of everything. And so let's say I'm a student of that. I'm a student, I'm learning. And then a brother comes up to me and asks me to teach him. After I claimed I'm a student, there are other masters. There are so many people in this world that have come before us, and I get to honor all of them. And so do you. We all get to honor all of them. But someone comes up to me specifically and asks me to teach them something. It's really important for me, and this is accountability. It's important for me to not let that get to my head. Teach where I can, with humility, with love, and with the gratitude that someone comes to me, and honor that privilege, and also see myself in that student, and be reminded of how beautiful it is to seek, and how beautiful it is to ask questions and be curious. Yes, and to connect back with myself again, and see myself in that, and encourage that part, and something comes alive in me again. Such a beautiful experience. And then after that, teach what I can in humility, but not coming from me. Teach in my experience of directing the student back to the student. The student knows the answer. Most times a student just needs space to be held and witnessed by a mentor, by a facilitator with so much love, patience, and presence, and neutrality. Sometimes I can't even say that again. That was bars. Sometimes all a student needs is to be held, energetically witnessed by a mentor, a teacher, a facilitator with love, patience, presence, and neutrality. That's it. That's all. That's what it needs. Because the student already knows. The student needs to feel safe enough to be able to tap in and explore, and maybe sound a little vulnerable, maybe sound a little insecure, maybe sound a little confused, and still be witness and love no matter what. Then the student's gonna find the answer. So that's what you do when someone asks you to teach them. You just direct them back to themselves, and you love them so hard in it, because you know what it's like to be that curious person and ask those questions. So how would you love your past self? You love them. You pour love over them. You pour gratitude over them. You humble yourself. You take gratitude for how far you've walked in this road, and you come back to self with so much love. Yes. And after that, what do we do? After that, we come back to the student. We come back and we thank our teachers that have taught us before. We give gratitude and thanks to our mentors, our parents, our ancestors, all the beautiful men and women and humans in this world that have planted the seeds for us to enjoy the fruits. And then we plant more seeds for the next generation. We keep honoring those who came before us, and from humility, we learn from the ecosystem that is already set to set us up for success, and we pass it on. That's what we do. We keep the student hat on. We keep the student train rolling. We are all walking each other home, and seeking is such a beautiful gift. I love you so much for being here, for watching this. This is like really a reflection for me, but this is like, you know, it's for you. That's what it means. It's like, this is me loving me in the process. So I'm teaching myself right now what I just said. I'm the student. I'm being curious. How can I do this? I set up my little phone up. All right, Daniel, you can say whatever you'd like to say right now. I'm going to love you through it all. That's what I'm saying. And by me sharing this with you, it gives you an example of what it feels like to I can take my time and love myself and be patient through the process while I ask these big life questions. That's what it does. That's the only way I can give service to you, is to give an example of what it looks like to love the self in the seeking journey. Namaste. May the abundance of abundance be with you. God bless you. And all the names, in Jesus' name, I give thanks. May you sleep so beautifully. May you love, and may you not get triggered by that name. You know, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, there's lots of stigma around like Christians being dogmatic and everything. You know, it's your heart. Heaven. I just read this from Uncivilized by Traven something. Your heart, it holds the kingdom to heaven, no matter what faith you are. So just go in that love. Go in the love. Be in the love. I have to pee so bad. So bad. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go pee. Namaste. Thank you so much. Peace. Mwah. Mwah.